Assalamualaikum guys. Selamat kembali dekat game Life in Adventure Part 2. Let's go. Kita sambung hidup apa nama dia, Cater. Of course, Cater. You find a long bridge across a gorge. It has just stopped raining and a wet fog covers the mountain. Kita kat sini ke sebelum ni? Apa-apa je lah. The bridge is made of wooden planks tied together with thick rope and looks sturdy enough for one person. Aku cakap orang lalu. And benda tu sturdy betul-betul untuk satu orang. So kita takkan ambil risiko, go elsewhere. We turn back, choosing not to cross the bridge. Beach tu pantai, ya Allah. Moments later, you run into a group of bandits blocking your path. You're in our district. The feast stand gold. They smile deviously, daggers in hand. Force your way through. Let's lawan. You decide to make them let you through by force. You draw your weapon and they surround you, drawing theirs. Let's go. Oh, okay. Tak boleh dadu. Hey, kau pandai berlawan ke tak ni? Ya Allah. Okay. Jadi duit kita berapa? 140. Wait, kenapa kita mencuri pula ni? Astaghfirullahaladzim. You are lingering around the place trying to watch the travelling carnival's performance. Then you come across a gentleman who is lost in a worrying thought with a serious look on his face. You approach the gentleman, asking him what the problem is. He introduces himself as the owner of the travelling carnival and tells his story. In fact, our guest singer for today has caught a fever and cannot perform. What should I do now? He also explained that some guests come to the performance just for that singer's performance. So you won't be able to replace the singer with anybody. I'm sorry to hear that. The alternative. Wish, kalau aku jadi the singer boleh tak ni? Yep. Okay, tak apa. I'll be the singer. Success. Ui, Alhamdulillah. Success, man. Yeah, boy. Aduh. Allah. Ngacau dah recording button. You decide to perform yourself instead of the singer. The owner seems worried, twitching his head, but ends up agreeing. It seems like we have no other choice. Take it away then. You kinda look weird in performance suit, which you don't really get a chance to wear, but you look nice anyways. You head up to the stage with the crowd's reaction of expectation mixed with confusion. Trying your best to ignore the gazers, you begin the first song. The performance was a complete success. The crowd, though skeptical at first, ends up praising your singing with thunderous applause. After the last song, the crowd starts cheering your name. The owner thanks you for the successful performance, gifting you a glass wine and gold coins as tokens of gratitude. What is this? Wyvern. Con is bukan ni. Aku nak tengok apa benda. Okay, ni strength, wisdom, intelligence, dexterity, charisma, enlightenment. Berapa persen ada tulisan kat sini? Okay. Aku perasan tulisan aku, tapi aku tak baca je. Lepas ni aku just baca simbol je dia, STR semua. Someone calls out to you on the street. She looks like a traveling merchant with a giant backpack and she approaches. Okay. Wait. With a polite smile, when they ask for favors. Adventurer, may I ask you a small favor? What kind of favor? The merchant is named Kiki. She is troubled by her recently dwindling revenue. She crosses her arms and as she explains. So I was thinking some rare items could help with my sale. Could you please lend me a hand? Accept. You decide to help Kiki. Tell me when you get rare items, or you could introduce me to someone who might help. Friend aku bukannya friend yang baik sangat pun. I'll be back when I find something. Introduce a friend. I don't know, I'll be back when I find something. You promise to return after finding something useful. She nods and smiles. Sure, thanks. I'll be waiting. You leave Kiki behind to go find rare items. Darkness blankets the silent field. Suddenly, someone coughs behind you. It's Magic from before. I have some useful information to repay you. Hear me out. Magic tells you the rumors about the Spider Woman. According to her, the Spider Woman seduces and devours men traveling through her forest. Let's hunt her down together. What do you say? Let's go, baby. I found someone who saw the Spider Woman firsthand. Wait. Spider-Man, Spider Woman. Her name's Anna. Oh, okay. Together, you head to Odrin, the small town where Anna lives. Her small house stands at the edge of town. You knock on her wooden door, and it creaks open shortly after. A haggard woman emerges and stares at you and Magic. Who are you? You ask her about the Spider-Woman. The woman sniffles and invites the two of you in. She is sobbing by the time she starts to talk. It has already been several days since Johnny gone missing. It must be that spider. I know it. She begins to cry out loud, shoulders shaking. Calm down. Sanity 1. Kita nak jadi gila dah, bro. It takes you a while to calm Anna down. She finally wipes off her tears and continues. Ini lambat sangat tadi, aku tak nak baca. Johnny frequently visited Spider Forest, which is north of town. He said the wood there is high quality. She claims to have followed Johnny to surprise him, but he walks too fast and she loses him in the middle of the woods. It is then she sees a woman morph into a giant spider and enter a cave. That creature may have eaten my Johnny alive. As Anna begins sobbing again, you and Magic agree to search Spider Forest. After a long walk, the two of you finally arrive at Spider Forest. Jap, cara kita jumpa Magic tadi? Aku baca Brander's list sebelum ni tadi. Aku lupa. Apa? Right. Oh yeah, Magic. Yeah. Dia datang daripada belakang, betul lah kita tadi. Sekejap, aku lupa mana kita jumpa Magic. Tak silap aku masa kita tolong siapa tu Tak aku rasa tu lah kot. Trees stand tall and dense, making the forest as black as night. Even in broad daylight, you are making your way deep into its shadow. When Magic suddenly stops you with her hand, she then shoots an arrow at the floor. Magic's arrow hits a pile of leaves, out of which jumps a huge, menacing spider. Threaten it. Level up. Let's go. Aku nak wisdom, intelligence, strength. Sebab strength kita memang rendah. Success. Alamak. What the heck, man? Of course, setiap kali kita like, you know, setiap kali dapat level up, itu macam ni. You threaten the spider, overwhelmed by your intense charisma. It crawls back into its hole. Wait, macam mana kita nak naikkan balik kita punya, you know, sanity? Watching the spider leave, Magic speaks. That was actually pretty impressive. Shall we continue? After some more walking, you find a large cave. You hear something singing from within it. Sounds like a man singing in the cave. Not suspicious at all. Magic takes the bow off her shoulders and as she enters, you follow her deep into the cave. Inside is a man singing from the comfort of his bed. He jumps up as he sees the two of you enter. Who the hell are you? Mention the rumor. That's what happened. Kita tanya dulu sebelum kita bawa sesuatu yang buruk untuk sebab kita tak tahu dia lagi, okey? Mungkin dia satu perangkap untuk spider tu masuk kampung, okey? So kita tanya dulu daripada sini. You ask him how he ended up in the cave. I first came to this forest on one of those stupid games the kind men play when they are drunk. You know, yeah, it was one of those. We all placed this bet. We each bet on ourselves to make it through the forest. I made it in pretty deep using a torch. All my friends have chickened out a long time ago. Then I met her near a stream. He tells you that it was love at first sight, and he had visited the forest every day since to see her. Midget mutters, so he did cheat on her under her breast. The man doesn't hear this and he continues. We've met up frequently since then to discuss a future together, and now here I am. Mention the rumor. Mana tahu? You tell him what you had heard from Anna and that she was worried. Ha ha ha. So she's worried about shape-shifting spider? It's probably some trick of the light, or maybe Anna just jealous. Either way, I don't intend to return. Please tell her not to look for me anymore. In fact, tell her I'm dead. Then she'll give up. Johnny said as he shook his head. Bring him back. What? Kenapa aku nak respect orang macam ni? Nah, aku takkan respect orang macam ni. Tak adalah aku kata tak betul-betul tak respect. Like, engkau literally curang. That's not a good thing. You grab him by the wrist to take him back to Anna. He shouts and resists, but you and Midget hold onto him. Just then, a woman comes running out of another room and shoves you. The force sends you flying back. A woman in a white dress helps Johnny up as she shouts, "Darling, what have they done to you?" Midget quickly comes to you and helps you out. She whispers she is sustained. This is the spider woman. Reason with her. Kita ada intelligence yang tinggi, okay? Fail. You try to convince her, but she firmly shakes her head. You can take Johnny from me. Fight. Midget pulls back her bow and you draw your weapon. For heaven's sake, are you out of your minds? Johnny shouts, flabbergasted. Suddenly, the woman shoots a web out of her hand, which hits Midget. You charge at her, weapon in his hand. Oh yeah, you wanna fight? Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Oh man, this spider woman. The woman in white breathes heavily. Johnny steps in front of her to stop you. He agrees to go back to town with you if you promise to leave her alone. Take Johnny. As soon as you reach out to take Johnny, he flies backwards. The woman throws him back and she glares at you as he speaks. You can take Johnny. Okay, maybe Johnny ni sebenarnya dikawal oleh spider ni. Like, aku tak silap aku ada jenis labah-labah ni yang boleh kawal fikiran, right? Menggunakan dia punya venomous neurotoxin. Aku tak ingat apa toksin tu. Aku just lupa labah-labah juga. Nak jadi ahli zoologi dan entomologi tapi lupa nama labah-labah yang macam ni. Okay, so the beautiful woman was gone and in her place is a giant spider. Johnny is frozen in shock. 9.9%? No. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wow. Tak, engkau yang kena block. Bukan dia yang kena block. Okay, buat dia miss. Sebaik kita lain dua ni. Nampak tak Johnny? Engkau baru nak terkejut. The giant spider grabs you with one of his arm-like front legs. Then it shows its thick size venomous fangs. Just as the spider is about to sink them in, Midget shouts from behind, "Let me go, or you lose your man." Midget has untied herself from the web and she holds Johnny hostage. The spider puts you down when she sees Midget hold a blade to his throat. Maybe kalau kita memang tak ada nyawa sekarang ni, kita dah mati and Midget pun dah akan kena makan juga. Midget tak dapat lepaskan diri daripada ni. Turn back into a person and kneel now. The spider obeys, morphing into its human form. Then she kneels on the ground. She looks at Midget and Johnny anxiously. She's a threat, you know. And aku tak rasa aku akan bagi any mercy kat dia. Dia cuma overly obsessed. Tapi kita akan pergi ambil Johnny je. Kita straight to the point, okay? Kita tak payah nak Kita buru-buru nak bunuh dia. Kita tak tahu apa reason dia lagi. So kita take Johnny dulu. You take Johnny out of the cave. Tapi kita just nak tunjuk dekat perempuan tu tadi sih. Tak apa. Leaving the spider woman behind. Magic releases Johnny and he shutters a speak. Heavens, she was a spider. I must have been possessed. See, aku dah kata. Patutnya kita bunuh dia juga. Takut ada banyak lagi mangsa kan. Entah. Takutlah. Thank you for saving me. Would you please take me home? Anna, I miss Anna. An hour later, when you reach the edge of town, Anna comes running and embraces Johnny. Nasib baik kita tak biarkan dia dengan pilihan dia tadi. They look at each other with nothing but love. Magic says you should have killed the spider woman. She might come back, you know. You leave them be and move on. Betul lah tu. Kita patut bunuh dia. Boleh tak aku patah balik. Aku bunuh je tu. Bunuh je please. You meet an old man in ragged clothing, carrying loads of bows on his back. His face seemingly was in its 60s to 70s, but his body was shaped with small but hard muscle. Hey, my man got muscle, bro. Show me your legs right now. After seeing you, he talks to you angrily. Hey, you gonna buy a bow or what? Take a look. Hey, you. Oh, mahal. Wait. I mean, this is much better. Equip. Okay. A horn fruit made from a mountain goat on the enemies. Oh, this is magic tool. Maybe kita perlukan ni. Ui, mahal mat. Aku tak rasa kita perlukan. Help, perlukan mahal. Agak mahal tapi yes. Makan. Ni one handed. Nah. Aku nak pakai. And kita sell ni. Yeah, just like that. As you are travelling through a mountain path, travel merchant pun dah tukar orang atau maybe yang ni just bervariasi. I don't know, RNG maybe. You stop at the side of a roadblock. The naturally formed barricade of smashed boulders and snapped branches lead you to one day where there is landslide had occurred or something. As you decide to turn away and look for a path around, you hear the voice of a human. Anybody there? Help me out, please. The voice becomes clearer as you approach the pile of dirt. Ask him what he can give. You ask the voice what he can offer in return. He answers in cracked voice. I'll give you anything. Please help. Okay, aku just sebenarnya saja nak guna masa nak just tanya macam tu sebab aku tak yakin aku boleh sukses ke tak. Tapi Alhamdulillah kita sukses. You start digging with your bare hands. The more you dig, the bloodier your hands get. With scratches here and there, you end your nails breaking. But the thought of saving a life motivates you. Aku takut yang tu bukan life. As the sun nearly sets, you start seeing his face, not just his voice. Then the sobbing man inside the dirt pile successfully comes up alive thanks to your help. Let's go. And after showing his gratitude to you, the teary-eyed man invites you to his house. Following the man into a cabin in the middle of the mountain woods, you offer a satisfying dinner. You also get a comfortable rest, which you haven't experienced in quite a while. Okay, thanks. A stagecoach passes by on a rainy day, spraying mud in your direction. You get covered in mud, but the driver keeps going. Apa aku nak apology? Relax. Just wipe the clothes. You are offended, but you simply wipe the mud off your clothes. The desolate, rocky dia perempuan, right? Rocky highlands seem devoid of even the smallest shade to hide from the sun. Okay, jangan salah faham bila aku kata perempuan maksudnya baju, right? Macam lelaki tak berapa kisah sangat, tapi kebanyakan perempuan yang tak macam tu, tak kisahlah kau pahlawan ke tak. Your steps get slower and slower, exhausted by the scorching heat. Soon after you decide that you desperately need a break, a huge cave appears before you. Rest in cave. Mana tahu dapat tambah nyawa. Yes! You go. Ya, nyawa kita dah penuh, right? Nampaknya macam kita memang tambah nyawa kita. You go inside the cave looking for a place to lie down and rest. The inside is a lot cooler than the outside. So you take the opportunity to chill your heated up body. Entahlah. Maybe memang kita dah naik nyawa macam tu, tak tahu. Ke aku tak pasal nyawa kita dah penuh sejak kita level up. Tak. Tadi kita bawa lawan, right? Apa-apa lah. The inside is a lot cooler than outside, so to chill your heat up body. As you're exploring inside, something odd catches your eye. There's a stone statue of a frightened man in the middle of the cave. Surrounding that statue are other statues of little animals, some shattered to pieces and some partly bitten off. Check your surrounding. You quickly pull out your weapon, wary of your surroundings. Just then, dahaga. A sinister sound comes out from the back of the statue. A basilisk hiding in the rocks appears, a lizard-like appearance with 8 legs, and boasting its huge size. The basilisk moves towards you, staring at you. Only then you realize that this cave is the basilisk's domain. You quickly begin attack. Actually, aku takut aku hilang sanity, and aku takut kalau kita dapat damage kali ni adalah lebih berganda, mungkin 2 kali ganda, sebab aku tengok dekat situ memang warna coklat ke sebagai penanda. Sebab ya tadi pun sebenarnya warna coklat kat belakang tu. Apa-apa lah. Skip the roll dice. Just stand. Okay, just stand. Wow. Ini basilik ah. Ini basilis ah. Bisa betul lah. Oh. Block. Man, you can block. See, aku dah kata sanity mesti kena tolak. The more you fight, the more you realize that your chance of winning is dwindling. The basilisk's height is thick and your body is only getting more solid. You realize that the only option now is to turn away and run from the basilisk. Fortunately, the basilisk does not chase you outside the cave. As you see the sun again, your body returns to normal as well. After catching your breath, you walk hurriedly away from the height. Kita akan jadi gila lepas ni. As you are walking down a rough path, you find a stagecoach with broken wheels. A buff man who seems to be the coachman is scratching at the back of his head, put in a difficult situation. His face is drenched in sweat, probably from trying to fix the stagecoach by himself. Try to fix the wheels. Fail! Wow! Nasib tak cost senti kita. You try to have a go at fixing the stagecoach using your skills in handiness. Appreciate it. If you can get this thing working again, I'll make sure to pay you nicely. You nod and take a look at the wheel's condition. The part that connects each wheel seems to be broken down. After a careful consideration, you remove the broken wheel from the stagecoach with the coachman's help and remove the part that needed fixing. Then you improvise a temporary substitute for the broken part using tools. Then place it back in the wheel. But contrary to your expectation, the stagecoach breaks down entirely. The coachman frowns, ranting at you. Tak guna, kau tak menolong pun. You leave the man hitting his chest in annoyance and walk away. Look here, pay money and get it back. Make your choice, double the fee if you get it right. The charlatan is enthusiastically trying to get the attention of the people with a temporary table set up. His hands are busy moving the 3 black cups on the table, placed upside down. When you look to his side, he gestures you in with his hands. Is the adventurer up for the challenge? Entry fees 100 golds. If you find the one of 3 cups with the ball in it, you receive double the money. Ini berjudi and I refuse. You shake your head and walk away. You arrive at the small town. Hey you. The people here are muttering something with empty eyes. When you approach them to listen closer, they are saying, Great Halad is the only divine one of the worlds up to you and us. Which divine do you believe in? Allah. I mean, divine is like a powerful thing, right? Aku lupa sangat. Aku lupa sikit. He questions you, devoid of any and all emotions on his face. He is wearing an old straw hat and ragged clothes, holding a rake in his hands. When his eyes meet yours, you find that they are empty like a dried up well. Halad. He listens to your response, his face still blank. Then he answers with a yet again blank voice. Fellow believers from the outer lands, here, come. He totters ahead, signaling you to follow. You follow him into a church covered in ivy vines. The church is filled with villagers who are praying blankly just like the ones outside. The church gives off a sinister vibe. The man who led you here takes a seat and stares at you. Okay, kat sini maybe akan cost kita banyak pakai sanity, okay? We will pray now. Great Halad is the only divine one. Disenchant? What? Aku takkan ambil apa-apa sebab sanity aku literally akan tolak. Don't pray. You refuse to pray. Then the formerly emotionless man tightens up his grip on his rake. Refusal is not an option. Death to the heretic. He moves his arms and swings his rake like a marionette puppet controlled by string. Well, aku boleh menang dengan mudah. Oh, kali ni baru aku nak tunjuk kau pin 17. Sebelum ni kau tak nak, masalahnya. Beside. Oh ya, yeah, ni tambah, right? Tambah kekuatan. Macam mana kita dah nak mati kan ni? You beat the man up good and he rolls onto the floor. Then a priest wearing a red robe appears. He looks at the fallen man and you, then shouts at you with hostility. You insolent! He pulls out a dagger from his pockets and starts swinging at you. Okay, skip right. Serang 2 kali lah kau dah sakal shift. Let's go. The red robe priest charges at you, but is defeated. When he collapses, life returns to the townspeople's eyes. What am I doing here? Some start touching their own bodies, pinching themselves in the face, and some even start collapsing to the ground like stringless puppets. The man that guided you to the church comes and talks to you. What just happened? Explain. Alhamdulillah, you tell them that they have been brainwashed and that you freed from the spell. After hearing your explanation, he shakes your hands and speaks. Thank you. I wish you would have done it in a more pleasant way, but what matters is that you saved my life. Come to my house. I'd like to invite you for a meal to show my appreciation. Well, kita dapat banyak treat hari ni. You follow him to his shabby old house. He seems to be living alone, which seems to have made him a fine cook. He presents you a stew with a diversity of veggies and a bit of meat. It looks like he's making a living out of all sorts of bits and pieces. You knock yourself out with stew and exit his house. Okay, sampai sini je lah kita punya video, okay? Aku memang enjoy game ni. Jalan cerita dia just gempak, okay? I glad that I found this game on my Play Store, on my recommendation actually. So ya, itu je untuk video kali ni. Aku harap korang enjoy. Just kalau korang enjoy, macam biasa, drop the like button bro. Kalau boleh komen lah, aku suka baca komen korang, okay? And yes, subscribe. Benda penting lagi daripada like. Actually, aku lagi suka kalau banyak like daripada subscribe. Like penting. Like untuk algoritma. Tak semestinya subscriber. Besides, banyak je video viral yang pelik-pelik, padahal subscriber dia sangat sikit, okay? Then diorang even become meme. Aku tak minta aku jadi meme. Aku tak kisah boleh aku dijadikan meme, kecuali kalau korang editkan meme benda yang pelik-pelik, okay? So ya, itu saja daripada aku. Assalamualaikum.